Hello, everyone. Grover Cleveland, the first president of the United States of America. To be named. Grover Cleveland here. You're watching Ink the Book Show. It stays crunchy and milk. Can you believe it? You can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter. And if you like his work on Bonehead comic, you can also watch his Bonehead cartoon. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. To all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book, including this current program you're watching now. Thank you. Ah!
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hey everybody, we're back with Ink the Book Show. And guess what? I've actually got a page in front of me. It's an old page, but I have to touch it up a teensy bit because I've been working on new pages, the last pages of the book, and I realized I have some of the pages have already been drawn partly, and well, not inked, but they've been drawn partly already, and I'm redoing parts of pages and working it into the little last bit of edited script that I'm trying to fix up so I can ink them on the show. But I realized I have one little tiny continuity error on this page, so I'm going to fix that before I do something in my schedule. So here's this page from a while back, and I just realized on future pages this little broom is not here. It's on this side of this guy. So, and it's necessarily on this side of this guy. So I gotta wipe that out. And then we'll do some kind of sketchbook drawing, since I don't have a page that I can ink today. But soon I should be getting more pages queued up. The last pages, that is. I am slowly but surely working on them. It stinks because I have pages drawn, but now a lot of them are just gonna get discarded. Of those, there's like a handful of pages I'm looking at that I like, but I had to rewrite that little chunk of the book. You know what? I don't like using this for whiteout sometimes. This works a little better. Well, when it's not out of white. Here we go. Bonehead, the most white-outed comic made in the history of mankind. And then I also noticed I didn't ink his nostrils up here. Oh, here, I've got a pen right here. So I'm going to do that with a pen because I have it handy. Even though the rest of this page was done with brush. This should carry through like that. What else? Anything? Not that I can see at the moment. Well, that's all the work I'm doing on this page right now. This is one from, I don't know how long ago I did it, a billion years ago. And now, onto the sketchbook. Lately, I've just been doing sketchbook drawings while I prep those last pages that are forthcoming. I am working on them. I spent some time writing, and I'd like to get some more thumbnails done. But I also have pages I could be drawing. The proper, like, where is it? I start this page that I thumbnailed, but it keeps getting put off. I have a little thumbnail scribbly art for it. But anyway, in the meantime, we're doing this kind of thing. Why a box holding a gun? I don't know. I just sent my phone flying across the room. That's fine. It doesn't need all my attention all the time, right? Okay, what are we going to draw? I deliberately didn't draw anything ahead of time because I wanted to put myself in a tough spot. Let's draw. I'm just going to draw like a generic fake bonehead. I think that's what I'm going to do. So Bonehead has kind of a diamond-shaped head. This guy's going to have like a dome head. Bonehead has big triangular buck teeth. So this guy's going to be like square SpongeBob type teeth. Should I give him little eyes in his sockets like Denton Crux has? Denton Crux being the villain in Bonehead. And then, let's see. I hope I've been drawing on screen. A tendency to wander off. I'm going to give him a crack in his skull too. All right. His skull is rounded. I don't think that looks like it's following the contour of the skull of his cranium. And then probably give him a tiny little body like Bonehead. Or maybe I'll make him stocky. Bonehead was originally stockier. In the first drawings I did of him. This is like a kind of like that head, but generally this is kind of like a dome version of Bonehead. Bonehead has like a squared off, crooked tie. I think I'm going to give this guy, again, kind of like SpongeBob, this triangular tie. And then Bonehead has black pants. I'm going to give this guy like khaki pants. And why not some sneakers? He's wearing a tie with like, I'm going to give him the Mort Converse. Oh, Mort wears Converse. I've been listening to a little interviews with Tim Jacobus, one of my favorite artists who did the Goosebumps book covers in the 90s. And he always put Converse on the characters in his art. And I got that from him. I always make my characters wear Converse when I can. Normally, I wouldn't make a character dressed like this wear Converse, but I think the whole point of this is to be a bad idea. His arms are too short. I don't like that. You know what? Usually I give characters 4 fingers, but Bonehead only has 3, so I'm going to give this guy 4 fingers. Like a normal human being. That's a jacked hand. It's a weird angle. Okay, so now his arms are almost too long. Okay, this is the Bonehead ripoff. No jaw, just like the original Bonehead. Okay, when I first drew him in here, I think I've got those drawings right here. I was just trying to scan a bunch of stuff. No, that's not it. Is it here? No, I thought I had the early drawings of Bonehead right in front of me, but I don't. Oh well. Another day. I've showed them off before on here. So fake Bonehead. And for those unfamiliar, this is Bonehead. He's the main character of the graphic novel I'm trying to make, which you can see every page that's been inked so far, all 230 or 40 pages that have been inked so far, are archived on my Wrangle Shank YouTube channel. I also record these broadcasts to Twitch, also Wrangle Shank. For those interested, I put links in the description, but you know, who looks at a description? This is like the Bizarro Bonehead. So this is what I've been doing on the channel lately. In absence of pages to ink, I've just been inking and coloring sketchbook drawings. And these I want to put in an art book that I'm working on. Who knows what I do is ever going to see the light of day, but I think it'd be cool to put together an art book. Same with the graphic novel. I think it'd be cool to put together a graphic novel. I always want to put a music album out. I want to write a bunch of songs and make recordings with my brothers and my friends that know how to make music, because I don't. But I've always wanted to put out an album. I want to make like toys and stuff. I don't know. I've always been like really passionate about stuff. Like I was really into the Playmates toys and into cartoons and things, and I always want to make all the stuff that my own version of all the stuff that I like, basically. Anything I like, I want to make my own. So anyway, I've got about like 40 pages of an art book put together from stuff from my sketchbooks and Bonehead related stuff and unmade projects that I have plans for in the future, other books that I want to make. It's got all kinds of cool stuff on it, in it, and more to come. Maybe these guys will be in it. Okay, I'm gonna erase. This is not my favorite sketchbook because when I erase, it tears the paper up if I'm not careful. Sometimes even if I am careful. Oh, we got to figure out colors for this guy too, because he's got to be like an alternate color scheme for Bonehead too, right? Because he's the Bizarro version. Bizarro, I love you. Whenever I think of Bizarro, I don't think of Superman. I think of what is it called? C-Lab 2021. That show is preposterous. Okay, so we've got our little Bonehead guy here. I'm gonna keep erasing. I'm gonna erase the shadow. I don't need guidance for that. Okay. So here's our fella. Or maybe he's a girl. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he's a girl because Bonehead is a boy. But he's dressed like a little man, so. That's all hot water talk. Apparently. Here, let's give him an avocado shirt. Why am I using this end? I don't like that end. Oh, I don't. Wish it was a brush tip. There we go. And then we said we were going to give him khaki pants. So I want... Here, blonde wood, I think. I think I used that for my box guy up here. For Bonehead's skull, I usually use cream. What color is this? Blonde wood. For Bonehead's skull, I usually use cream. So let's see, what can I use for this fella? Off the top of my head, I want to say driftwood. I like that color. It's more of a grayish color. Ooh, plucked it right out of the midst of all my grays. Driftwood. Though that looks a little too dark. For my liking. Okay, so what are we gonna do? What's this? This is an ancient marker. Wheat? That just looks like I'm staining the paper. It's a little too dirty looking. Here's another ancient one. Brick white? Ooh, the tip just came flying out of that. Look at this. It just came flying apart. This is like probably one of the first markers I got. Okay, I guess that's a no. Yeah. This always brick white. This was always like barely a color too. No, I'm tossing that. What else we got here? French gray 10. That's about as bad as what do you call it? The other one. The driftwood. You know what? I might just do the shadow and then leave his skull white. How do you like that? In fact, I think I'm going to tidy that up with my white pen, wherever I banished that to. And then I might do, where's driftwood here? Little drop where the skull hangs over the teeth. I'll make his hands the same color. I should do shadow on his clothes. But I'm so smart I never remember to do that. To throw in my shadows beforehand. I'm gonna use... No, not that. That's too blue. I'll go with my cloud blue. Makes his tie look too three-dimensional. Let's see. Still seeing a lot of pencils in his eyes. Okay, I think that actually did it. Okay. And I think I want like more of a reddish color for his tie. I like this. It's like orangish red with that green shirt and the khaki pants. That works for me. And I think I'm gonna give. I think I am gonna use a bit of the cream color that I used for Bonehead Skull. I think I'm gonna make his eyes that color, just so they're a little different than his skull. Atta boy. And then we need to throw a little shadow underneath him. I'm gonna use this lilac. Oh, I just realized I didn't. I've still got more shadow I can add here. His forearm. Yeah, this cloud blue is kind of fading on me. I've just been putting off buying new markers. That's where I want to put a shadow for the tie underneath it. not on top of it. Okay. I think that does it for this guy. That's today's sketchbook drawing. Fake Bonehead. Bizarro Bonehead. I'll be back tomorrow. One of these days, I want to take. I want to use on the show. I want to draw a thumbnail, one of my thumbnail index cards on the show, and just show how crummy and scribbly I am with it. And then I don't know if I'll do it on the same thing, but then I want to document like doing the thumbnail from the script and then translating this to tighter drawings and then translating that to the drawings that go on to the page itself, and then ink that page, like probably across different streams, different broadcasts. But I do want to, for at least one page, document the whole thing from start to finish, just to show how it goes. So I think I'm going to do that soon. I gotta be confident that I can do it all on stream competently enough to my own liking. All right, but that's the show for today. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Keep on watching. There's other videos to click around on, and there's links in the description. If you watch on Twitch, I always put the links in the description shortly after I end the broadcast. So that's where they are if you don't see them. But I also have my Linktree thing elsewhere on my Twitch page anyhow. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow. I'm Ryan O'Connor saying forest fires are for squares. Leave those in your matchbook. Goodbye, everybody.